Hello everyone, Yugioh here, and today I'm bringing you an updated generator deck profile. There's a few changes from the last one I uploaded, things that'll really help you out in the modern metagame, as well as this is the list that I took to a first place finish in our my local 3v3 tournament. It was a $2,000 cash prize. We finished first. Shoutouts to my teammates, Ryan Tivo, On Live to Sprite, and Branded. They did amazing, and I wouldn't have won without them, so thank you guys so much, as well as shout out to Big Boy Gaming in Smithfield for hosting such an amazing tournament, as well as shout outs to my Twitch, Archangel_Yugioh, that I've started streaming at a bit more regularly. I plan on streaming a bit later tonight. Without further ado, let's just get into it. So, starting with the main deck, we have 3 copies of Lopter. This one, during the main phase, quick effect, tribute it, summon a generator from the deck. It's definitely the best one. It's go down either player's turn, it gets you Interruption, it gets you Engine. It's just, overall insane card. Definitely waiting to be broken. 3 Vala. This guy lets you pitch a generator card if it's in the hand or graveyard, summon it, and then when summoning, can summon a generator from hand or grave. Just really good. It's a new card from Hypernova, ties the deck together. 1 Elves, we have Hara, which is the Omni Negate, Utgarda, which is the removal, tribute 2 to banish, Mardell, which searches any generator card, Hela, which is another monster reborn, Nidhogg, which is Solemn Warning. I've considered cutting Nidhogg for a minute, but it does come up a lot, just being the only one that's 1 tribute, and it's still Interruption, so it is really good. For the non-generator cards, we have 3 Diviner. So, your best monster, Vala, is a fairy, as well as it can send Trias Hierarchia, which contribute it, and then trigger Diviner to summon from deck Deity Sprite to make Barone, as well as Hierarchia just being an insane card. And then for the last monster, we have 3 Ash Blossom. Just not a big fan of Branded around here, I guess. Onto the spells, I did finally get secrets. We do have the 3 boss stage. Heart and Soul of the deck, not much to explain there. And the 1 Terraforming to search it. 3 Prosperity for consistency. I mean, if you can play it, you probably should. The FTK card, we have 3 World Legacy Monstrosity. This card just being able to get 2 more pieces of interaction on your opponent's turn is really nice. It does come up a lot. And then just kind of for more non-engine stuff, we have the 3 Book of Moon. So I think in the last profile, this was Kurakara Dev Incarnate. And in between it was Chalice. And then I kind of realized that in every matchup except the Branded one, this and Chalice do the same thing, and this is a bit better into Kashtira. And like stuff like Sprite, so I ended up just playing this over it, and it overperformed. It was really good, especially being able to stop targeting Interruption like Valor and Imperm, which are pretty popular in this format. And then a leftover of when we were playing Thrust, we do have the 1 talent in the main deck. I wouldn't know what to cut it for. This card came up a lot. I drew it a lot. It's just really good. I'm back on the generator boss fight, moving on to the traps. This was originally Metaverse in the last list, but especially with cutting Thrust, I feel like having this be searchable and also be able to be a name to pitch up Vala is really good. It does come up a lot, so we are back on that. 3 Imperm, just kind of the other hand trap tax of the format. And then 3 Evenly in the main. I wanted to cut down on cards that Kashtira could play around. So we're not on Kurakara and we're not on Nib, because no matter what board Kashtira makes, some combination of Book and Evenly will clear it, just about all of it. Onto the extra deck, we have 2 Leviathan, standard, 2 Jormungandr. Just kind of, it is what it is. Those cards, 1 Infinite Track Earth Slicer and 1 Enter Blacknir. Just the utility rank 9s. There's another rank 9 that I was considering playing. It was the number 92. It's pretty good into back row matchups, but I couldn't find it in time. And then obviously the 2 Zeus. You kind of got to play 2 this format. The second one does come up a bit. 1 Lingerie Bow. A lot of people kind of saw this and were like, oh, why would you play 1? Playing 1 is basically playing none. And especially Kashtira. I figured that if Cashier was able locking you as well as setting up their board, they were already winning anyway. This is in here for Sprite. Just because a lot of them are kind of foregoing negation boards for like ably locking, and then you just turn it into this. You turn off their double cross, and you're fine. One thing I noticed a bit while playing this deck is that I would often end up with monsters I didn't want, and just being able to generically link summon came up quite a bit. So we are playing one Nightmare Phoenix and one Donner, just for back row and monsters. They both come up. I didn't summon either of them today, but both of them do have come up before when I didn't have them, so I decided to play them. The one Entis as like a good Diviner send, as well as making Diviner a 6 came up a bit. I was playing against Plunder Patrol, and he like gave me this level 4 token. So I normal summoned the Diviner, sent the Entis, popped his one card, and then I made Barone with the Entis there with the Diviner and the token. It does come up a bit. Synchros, one Psychic End, a Spent Diviner and like a level 9 can make this. Especially there's some random scenarios where like I triple tack to take my opponent, I Labyrinth opponent's Big Lady. Normal summoned Ash and I made this because it was like my only play and it ended up winning me the game. And then the two 10s, Barone for going first, Changing for going second. Really cool thing is that Diviner triggers Changing on its own because the hierarchy banishes itself when it leaves the field, which automatically triggers the Changing. So yes, if the extra deck onto the side deck, it's pretty standard. We have the 3D barrier, just kind of for heavy targeted matchups like something with Kashtira and Despia. 3 skill drain. This card is insane in this matchup just because all your stuff tributes for cost, and as soon as you're ready to make a push, you can overlay for the Leviathan attack, tribute it, take the skill drain, and then all your stuff is free to trigger again. 3 Kaiju. This comes in against a lot of stuff. Just about every matchup, honestly. The amount of times that like this was my 6th card and it just won me the game, I think it was 3 times, like twice against Cash and 1 against Plunder Patrol. Back removal, 2 Cosmic, 1 Feather Duster, and then 2 Droll. So for a while this was 2 Bell, and I ended up thinking that I was only bringing in Bell against Branded, and I kind of wanted more of a varied one. I think I saw this like once, and it did do pretty well. I kind of want to try and find room for the 3rd, but I wouldn't be sure what to cut. And then the 1 Consecrated Light, just the other thing you summon off Diviner. It is just really good into dark matchups like Sprite and Despia. Yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Shoutouts once again to Big Boy Gaming in Smithfield, North Carolina, and to my teammates Roy and Tivo. Also shoutouts to the Fish. I just think he's neat. Yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Be sure to check out my Twitch streams.